welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining the game today. I am your host, Claret. Tonight, the nerd Claret. I think that's the best appropriate name for this. And this is a special occasion because it's Warriors in the playoffs again. So I decided to throw on this. It's kind of the Rocket Reddish type of thing, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, the Cleveland Cavaliers beat Miami Heat in the first game of the first round of the playoffs. And so did the Boston Celtics as they handled business on their home floor versus Orlando Magic. Um, and it is a pleasure for me to come over here and talk about what happened and everything that transpired throughout the game. Um, Starting with the Boston versus the what do you call them? Orlando Magic. The Magic. It was a very close game in the beginning. Uh, everybody they all still got the a little bit of you know a little bit of strength, a little bit of power in their legs until you know the better team kind of took away, which was the Celtics. But it was really a great game up until the last couple minutes where the Celtics just decided to say, "Look, we are the defending champions, and of course we're gonna do what defending champions do." So yeah, the game ended 86-103. It was incredible. I can't lie to you. Let's dive into a little bit of you know, a little bit of these numbers around here. Orlando Magic lost the first quarter, won the second quarter, lost the third and the fourth to the Celtics. And right there, you can see that the better team just pulled away in the right time during the right time. And discussing of the people starting with the Magic here. Paolo Banchero, he is a bona fide superstar, incredible. 36 points in 42 minutes, 11 rebounds. That's crazy. I think he might need to pump up his assist and cut on his points. 30 in 6, 30 in 8 is better than 36-4, right? So I think he played an overall good game. I thought Franz Wagner could have done a little bit better. He missed a couple shots that should have made, but you know, Waddell Carter played for them in the play in really well, but today he struggled against the bigger Porzingis and the bigger or wider Horford. And then Candavius Caldwell Pope really defensively, just what he does, um, you know. And then you look at the rest of the teammates all the way to the end. There was no contribution really from anybody. You look at um Anthony Black or Carl Anthony, 4 point, both of them combined for 7 points. So if you are the Celtics, you are happy with what you did with this bench, but can you do that in the next game? Can you keep doing it? And I don't think these two were not, they won't go scoreless like today for the next couple games. So, that's something to look out for. And really, you look how the Celtics, there isn't so much to talk about. Jason Tatum, 17 points, Aaron Brown, 16 points, Christus Porzingis, 5 points. That's a little shocking, but then they were quiet. 30 points. Oh my God, that man shoots the three like there is no tomorrow. It's like thunder striking Lazarus. I don't know what that means, but Drew Holiday 9 points. So you can see a little bit of supporting cars to the stars, which shows the system of the Celtics, something that many teams wouldn't be able to understand because you'd think they will play through them, but they're so good that if you don't really double them, it's gonna be hard and it hurts you. This is where you see Derek White with 30. Peyton Pritchard off the bench was huge, incredible with 19 points, And the Celtics handle business in TD Garden. Um, let's just, let's talk about a little bit of, you know, this Celtics team. The truth is, they're good. You know, from like 1 through to 8, they are good. Today, you didn't have a barrage from Sam Hauser, who is usually hot, right? So these are things that the Orlando Magic need to think about. They need to look at because if the second game, the Celtics do what they did today and maybe less, but then they get what they didn't get today, they still win the games. So I think the Orlando Magic need to go a little deeper and think about what they're doing and what they should do better. Um, and then this Magic team, very scrappy, plays hard, but I just thought, as much as they have Paulo Benkelo, they need to use him in a way that he can beat you in early minutes, which kind of it gives you more time. It also puts a lot of pressure on the Celtics. But I thought they need to use him a little bit more. They need to use a little bit of Cole Anthony. I don't know what I can't really pinpoint what happened, but I just thought he didn't show up. Really. But it's game one. A lot of jail in the legs. Some of them are still, but you can see that Boston Celtics maybe not a sweep. Maybe on Orlando home flow, they might take a game or two. So yeah, something to look out for. But really, it was an incredible game. You can ask for better than this. You can ask for anything that is different from what you got today. Um, so incredible. Kudos to Derek White. You know, I don't know. I don't know, yo. Like Derek White is by far superstar. I mean, I feel like he a superstar. I don't know. Maybe that's just me speaking, and I feel like you can put him on the team and he'll give you some. You know what I'm saying? Like he that good. And of course the San Antonio times that he had really helped him cement his game, his fundamentals. But there is more to that. He buys into just being able to be a team player, but when it's his time to shine, he shines the brightest. Um, you know, so yeah, as you can see, this is where things started, you know, going all the way away, right? When Alf Horford made that block and the Celtics never looked back, took everything to the basket. Peyton Pritchard, every time they denied the entry pass to Jason Tatum, he got the ball and got his matchup, favorable matchup, and really made a huge impact. Took on the challenge. And then you talk about Jason Tatum. Oh my God. In those moments, it was crutch, But it is what it is. It's game one. It's a long series. We will have more games going forward for those. It's a 7 game series, and I'm looking at this Orlando Magic, and I think they'll do something. So yeah, the Celtics win big, to be specific, in TD Garden. The Orlando Magic dropped game one. We're looking forward if they can take off game two, which will likely be that because they didn't play that bad. So yeah, it has been a great start to these playoffs. Yeah. Moving on to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The combination of Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland in the backcourt, and then you have Evan Mobley and the names are confusing me. What is his name? Jared Allen. It is deadly. You almost have no room for error because they are so good on both ends of the flow that whatever you do, they can counter it. Their low style is so versatile that whatever you want to offer, they can do better, right? So it's really a beauty. It's really a beauty to watch. Um, you know, it ends 121. They both Miami Heat hanging there. This what's gonna be interesting for this Miami Heat. They play so hard, and Miami Heat lost the first quarter, the second one too, tied for the third, and lost the fourth. And you can see the storyline all the way through. Um, but I'm trying to show you more stats around here. But yeah, they seem to. Yes, here we go. So Bama de Bayo, 24 points. I expect 26, 27. Andrew Wiggins, I expect at least 20 and above. Tyler Hero, I expect 30. Tyler Hero, you too good to just do that. And kudos to Davian Mitchell, 18 points. But in the 18 points, a little bit 9 assists. That's a solid. You cannot ask for more than that. You cannot ask for more than that. Yeah, 1 minute for Emir Case, very shocking. I don't know where they're going with this, the Miami Heat, but garbage time only. Yeah, it's pretty. Wow, I don't know, you know. But I thought Wiggs could have done more. Wiggs could have done more. He could have taken advantage of different matchups during the game. And for the Cavs, really, Evan Mobley 9 points, Max Struz 9 points, Jared Allen 12 points, Donovan Mitchell of course at 30, Darius Garland 27. Ty Jerome, every game is gonna have an upset. Every game is gonna have somebody who will show up and change the course of the whole thing, right? And for these series, Ty Jerome might be the guy to go to. Sam Merrill can also be that guy to kind of get you out of a situation that you might throw yourself in. And Miami is gonna bounce back, that's for sure. They will make a bunch of adjustment. I'm not gonna go into shooting splits and all that, but if you watch the game, you understand really that there was nothing to do if you are the Miami Heat. Some shots they made were ridiculous. Darius Garland made shots that should only be illegal on the basketball court. The only person that we could agree and allow to take those shots will be Stephen Curry. Steph, of course, is Steph. He is the greatest to do it. So, but the things that Garland was doing, my lord, I can't even imagine. But the Miami Heat hang in there. They did what they can. And really, you just need to look out for these Miami Heat. You know that they are going to bounce back. You know that they're going to come and play hard. Um, it's no, it's nothing really to wait. Right there, you can see that the difference in the game was, just you can keep trading buckets, but it's not gonna give you anywhere because the lead they have, they'll be able to sustain it. Look at that defense. Look at that defense by the Cavs. You know, and yes, they made it. But if you're gonna make them work for it like that, it's just gonna be too much for them. And they're the shots. You get a rebound if you're Mitchell, excuse me. You missed those two. Not good, Donovan. No, 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 that's not Donovan Mitch. I am blind. I'm a nerd today. Yo. And look at how they're not giving him any space, but he makes it. He's a, you know. But yeah, right here from now on in this third quarter, when he made that shot, everything started going well for the Cavs. Not that they were not going well, it just started clicking and they started pulling away. The Miami Heat tried to, make a run of their own, but it wasn't really enough to capitalize and on that lead. Anyways, everybody, it is the first round, first game. You look out for the second game. It's always going to be a pleasure to see these games go and win, adjustment, lose, adjustment, win, you know. And tune in after the Warriors Houston game. I will be live. We will be live on this show. I am your host, Claret Igiraneza, and you were watching the game today, giving you the best and the best analytics on the playoffs this season. I'll see you live. Warriors Houston live on NBA TV. Have a good night if you're not going to join me live or if you're going to say tomorrow. Peace.